Hello, YouTube. In this one, I was in the middle of some over-explained runs, taking the games more seriously and talking in detail about my thought process. Along the way, though, we ran into a bit of a twist. A wild villain sword appeared. My opinion on this weapon has changed recently. Not only does it hit hard early, but in the right build, I think it can carry all the way to round 18. In this run, we have a chance to go for a clean 18 win sweep. But can this little villain make it happen? Also, let me know if you like the over-explain run and want to see more. Enjoy. I would like to make a shovel and a hero sword maybe, but that's probably stupid. You should probably never make shovels. But I'm kind of leaning towards maybe doing an HLS dagger build because I really like that one. Obviously, I shouldn't force, but yeah, I mean, on one hand, don't force. On the other hand, it's all here. I also think claws could be super, super strong. But I'm not so sure which one of these I want to get rid of. In theory, I could get rid of these two. I don't even know if I have all. Beyond all reason, it's a free RTS. 100 players playing together? Don't keep track of it. No. You're a dude in the Middle Ages fighting with swords. Oh. So it's not a, thing of culture in that way. So I definitely don't need the blue gem, right? And right now I'm just trying to see if I can fit everything. So it's either get rid of these two, save this for like maybe a potential claws. Get rid of the banana because I have pantalones. Which I would only want it if I made like a third claws weapon. Even then, I don't know if I want it. There's really a 100-player game. Yeah, it's Battle Royale. Wait. 4v4, 8v8 StarCraft. I don't know if I can play RTSs. I haven't played since like Age of Empires, personally. Oh yeah, I heard there's an XCOM Star Wars game. You're semi-hyped, yeah. Goon? Yeah, I mean, I don't like XCOM's games, but basically anything that's... Combine two things. Play this. I'd rather buy this rock. Couldn't fit the banana anyway. It's probably a mistake to make this shovel, and you probably shouldn't do that part of this. They have a shield, no. Maybe? I don't have regen. Oh my god, I missed so much at the end. Play Noida. That game looks way too hard for me. I'm a scrub. I need to get a whetstone, right? Around this time if you're going for a hero longsword. This bag of rocks is so tempting, though. Pig, lamp. I'm torn. I don't really lock space right now. This is pretty good for this turn. I think this turn's bad, but I'm on my way to make HL less, so I don't have too many expectations. This could be good, but chances are I'm fighting someone with a totem. Meta runs proceeds to shovel. Hey, sauce. I'm busy making HLS, but yeah, agreed. This is probably a mistake. Maybe the shovel. I don't know. I've heard some people say they really like shovel with pants, or it's acceptable. Eventually, I'm only gonna have an HLS, so I don't think that it's like, I don't think I outdamage herbs and other stuff. Just kidding. Buy the torch carries early game so hard. I'm keeping this in case I see claws, I think. I was considering maybe going into a crossblades. So, oh yeah, I've stopped yapping because I'm so distracted with chat. It's my meta. Yeah, shovels are meta. Shovels are my meta, smile. Okay, wow, what a interesting turn, right? So we're playing. We're basically, I'm thinking I could end up with like a HLS daggers build because, as much as I want to play meta builds, I really don't want to play double axe. I don't want to play double axe. I really don't want to play double axe or busted or anything like that. So, even though I want to go for meta, I'm not going to go for that meta. SLR is an auto battler. Yes. It's very fun and free. I highly recommend. But there's so much good stuff in this shop. I think claws would be great tempo. I could keep them for a while. I'm a big fan of early claws. And I kind of want to make this potion. And I kind of want to see if I can do all of them. I mean, I could have done Falcon Blade Magic Torch. And I guess I still, in a way, maybe can pull it off. It's a little bit late because, like, all the stuff is here for that. And I probably, honestly, should have, like, instead of making a shovel, if we're reflecting and not saying, you know, saying things like this was a warm-up game, I probably should have made a torch and a hero sword together and gone for that combo. Because it's less reliant on probably getting a good skill. But I do really like this build in general. You love shovels? Nice. Chat seems to really love shovels. Busted is big red numbers. Very true. And I do think you can play busted. Obviously, you can play busted. Would I rather go for a Shelly than this? I don't think my rounds are very long. I think making Shellys early is kind of meh. I do think you have pants, though, which keep you alive longer, but I don't scale, right? I mean, if they're in a way like shovel applies blind and scaled, but also not really whatsoever. It's 420. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about, you know, shout out to all the stoners. I could see I want to make the claws, right? I don't think I need this. You could argue, I think Sir Sand is such an interesting thing when you play pants, right? Because, like, you do want to live to pants. Sometimes you just die before you even get there. But then you're wasting 2 seconds of valuable pants time. Burning Blade, Hardwood, Anvil. I mean, yeah, if you can see into the future, I agree with you, Sauce. Show me your future seeing technique. Is this the metaphor shovel build? Man, everyone's going to be a little cocksucker. But royalty's always a little cocksucker, so... But yeah, I think claws is super great tempo. I kind of almost want to keep the rocks, but maybe I don't need to keep the rocks. I do think Bag of Rocks is strong, and maybe I end up with stoned and regret getting rid of these. But even if I had stoned, they're probably not all that great. This morb could be interesting. Maybe make one Shelly. I think a Shelly works better in the future. It's just like good for clams and buffing clams. Lodrith was MVP. He was MVP on 4-19. I guess, like, I like to think that would be the original thing. And yeah, Shelly is basically smiles and yeah. I don't have enough shovels. See, you know, there's different opinions for everything. Some people think I don't have enough shovels. Don't think I need this blueberry. I think we're past the point of making torch reliably. Although, admittedly, I do feel like I've cornered myself with this build. I guess one thing you could say with Berserker is... I'm going to die to this, right? You can just do whatever you want and then get a busted blade. Maybe we'll do that. Shelly's is Rainbow, Sunshine, Smiles. Also, the nice thing about Shovel is, like, I'm playing pants, which are strong. The biggest problem here is I didn't get a whetstone. It's getting harder and harder to get whetstones, right? I did not get... Ooh, false life? It's getting harder and harder to find your whetstones as time goes on. And you generally want one whetstone a turn. Harder and harder. Exactly, Drax. It's always more shoveled. Hey, clanless. Thanks for paying your taxes as always. I think false life is just a little overtuned right now. And I'm going to be going for a fairly healing build in a way. Blood manipulation is also not bad because I think I do want to go for an HLS build. And I think I'll be healing. What is a false life pivot though, right? What do you mean by false life pivot? I don't think, like, we do heal and we overheal at Shelly probably. So I think it's just, again, slightly overtuned in general. I think it's just slightly overtuned in general. So probably a goodbye. This is the opposite of what I want, right? I need a whetstone. Very badly, preferably. Again, stopping for this, which I think is really good tempo, could just completely screw us. I think I need to do all my rolls for whetstones. When I stop for a banana, and there's the banana. I do feel like I want to get my rolls. I probably... We can debate if we take, for instance, the claws out of the pants, or we leave them in there just so that they're constantly attacking, right? I think I'd stop for that. I mean, do I want to roll? Yeah, but like... Banana would probably be very useful here, or at least fairly useful. Just wanted to pop in for your last Teapot grind. Yeah, we were talking about chat's all about that. Over-explained runs. Hey, great to hear. Although so far we're under fire for making a shovel, but it's been working out. We're under fire. We're under siege from chat. Rolling. The commons get more and more rare, but I think I have to sell too much. Maybe I could sell star and roll. The HLS is such a big power spike. I took a detour for this tempo, but yeah, I'm not relying on good Shelly timing. Agreed. I just wanted to be as fast as possible. But I do need to live, which I do think we do, right? We have survivability and Pants' survivability. I'm not like the highest on star in this situation. Not worth. I mean, I don't know. Just because you don't get it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have rolled, I think. I don't know how Shovel's critics can say anything other than, you know. They are a fast board. We're, I mean, kind of a fast board. It missed. Okay, Shovel's crit. How does he have 0 blind on him, by the way? Because Shovel sucks. Shelly didn't go off ranked. She was about to go off, though. Villain sword. Wow, okay. And a dagger. Okay, so this is very... I even sold my star. I have been generally low on villain sword as an endgame weapon in the past. But recently, I've run into some Giga Chad villain sword builds. And we did one ourselves. I think it works pretty great with Knuckles, and I think we have a decent setup here. Generally with villain sword, you want a lot of like... Shovel's a good example. High cooldown, high stamina, never swings weapon. Is the last epoch related? They're all ARPGs, right? Rarely violent, you're flexing? You were ranked top 200. Cappuccino said they were going for world first, whatever that means. Don't chat ability. Yeah, they're my meta runs, and my meta runs are shovel. Everyone likes shovels. And I think I would like HLS would be good for this. Claws, you know, interestingly enough, I think are good for a bit, but at some point, we're gonna have stamina problems, and this could steal stamina. The idea with Villain Sword is it's fast, and you use all of the stamina on Villain Sword, nothing else. Daggers usually work okay, but they also aren't necessarily the best. Like, they do hit shields. And I actually think it works pretty well. And technically slightly synergizes with False Life. It's bait. I'm starting to highly disagree at all. And always the biggest upside of Villain Sword, it is crazy strong if you buy it early. I don't think it's bait. Like, at all. I actually think it's quite good here. So we are going to buy it. And this dagger. Yeah, dagger seems meh. I think it worked out last time. It's also just here, right? I do think the dagger is debatable. But I do think you can go into vamp daggers to get some sustain and healing. I do a false life. I'm going Knuckles. I do not think that. I used to think Villain Sword, and I do to some degree, especially depending on the class you're playing, is like not your end game goal. But on round 5, that is effing free wins. That's just free wins for a while. I don't believe in villain late either. I didn't, but we've had some really good games with it. Or seen really good games. The best game I saw with a villain sword, they had a really nice uniquely unique. But I did without uniquely. With the uniquely unique, I definitely think you can go late game. False Life isn't forced Deerwood? No way. I actually don't even like Deerwood with Pants that much. And the Deerwood healing's been nerfed considerably. A lot. It is lower than where it started. Oh, Sauce wants to make Jinx my run. Okay, thanks, Sauce. So again, I'm not so sure. The idea is this banana isn't really here for anything because this just uses all our stamina. I want to speed this up, but I can debate putting it in Pants just for the sake of... One issue we ran into was that with Villain Sword being slower in pants, it does not take the stamina as much, which I do have slight concerns about. So I might do this. I just want to make sure Villain Sword goes off a lot. And yeah, I think the banana just goes at this point. Like, it takes up too much room, and the idea is the Villain Sword. The claws are going to get in the way. I don't think they're getting in the way yet, though. Whetstone. No whetstone. The common chance just drops very quickly. Do I need gems for anything? No, we're not going Shaman Mask or anything. I think the HLS is pretty good, though. This is also awkward. I mean, I don't care if the shell is on the hero sword. It's already a slow weapon. I don't think I care if the dagger's in the pants. Just make this nice for now. And the reason I'm taking it out of the pants is, in my experience, we had problems where the villain sword is not swinging fast, so it's not the one using all the stamina. Something else sometimes steals it, and you don't want this to honk. This is very strong for round 5. Perfect. Perfect needs luck. Look, watch me lose immediately after. There's a shield and a double axe. Just kidding. Villain sword frags. I do want... I think we had one pair of yellow gems. Amazing. Because I can put gloves on 2 things. 1, villain sword. And 2... I think 1 glove on villain sword's decent. I don't know how... I mean, at this point, the common chances... You know, you can always check the shop on what chances are. And they don't go below 20%. So it's basically any chance we have of seeing whetstone is the same as any other stream. You're eating leftover street tacos. Did you get them off the road? Is that where you're gonna say? A weapon that rotates mid fight. A VIP, just because they're VIP doesn't mean I want them, you know. I'm gonna probably want to... Ooh, last time I did this, we made a crook. Would I make a crook? Maybe I'd make a crook instead of a hero longsword. Also, you know, speaking of things, like, hero sword has low stamina. Maybe I'd make both. Well, you have to be first. Cheese you up. I do think cheese is a really good tempo, but I don't... For 8 gold is a lot. I think in general, my tempo's pretty good. Gotta buy this. There's a crook. I do want a crook. And it is a weapon. But I want the HLS first, I think. Again, I want to make this a higher stamina weapon. I don't really have room for it. So much space. I hope it comes back. What if you're secretly anti-jixing? I just keep fighting bigger and bigger shields now, Sauce. I don't know. Okay, we're fine. Nice Shelly over heal, pants over heal. Ooh, yeah, that's what we want. That's great. More daggers. I don't really want a bunch of fannies. Or fanny packs. No, I don't want a bunch of fanny packs. I do want these daggers. This is great for us. I need this to be on you. And, like, preferably a Shelly. I don't think I care if I speed my shovel up too much, just because it's just not going to swing much. Only subs can be VIPs. That's so not true. At least not here. Smile. Again, I don't care about this banana. Maybe we could be reorganizing better. Broom is back. Maybe we just don't roll. This was huge for us, right? It's plus 20 max HP. It's going to be a Vamp Dagger. We're going Knuckles the next turn. I don't think I screwed anything up. I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to do it. The boards look kind of spooky. I'm sure someone will get us late. Villain Sword's very, very, very strong right now and will fall off. I don't know if I care about this. I could glove the knuckles. So now we do have to spend probably too much time readjusting our board. Boots. Just for cold? Oh, okay. You're just memeing. Got it. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have sold that. For no reason. Maybe they were good here. I don't have much econ to take advantage of my super strong villain sword. Or at least a game. It isn't not negative damage. That's a katana. Does that affect villain sword? I think it does. Yeah, that's not good. And it's 3 potions with an amulet. But it's not bad enough to beat us. Sure. I want a gem box. There's a pan. I need to be on the lookout for these. I'm not used to looking for these, right? This again? Cap. Yeah, I mean, that's like most Berserker builds. You get to this point, and you just tech like crazy. I'm looking for pans, wooden swords, and just like defense and tech, right? Would I buy this? Would I roll? Because I can't buy this. Am I keeping this around? My hero longsword dreams seem to be kind of dead. Spear for free? Kind of a chonky thing to put in here, but I could put it in here. How? Okay. Yeah, I hate Zerkers. And I hate playing as Zerkers. Hope I didn't screw anything up. 2 caps already? Holy shit. We got hardwood. We got time melting. Hardwood's good block. Maybe not yet. But again, I need like, the reason I want caps, right? I just need to make sure I'm in my pants mode. And also we have overheal. And I should eventually, hopefully, have a bunch of pans and wooden swords. Time melting is 5 heat, which is not nothing at all, right? And it goes on knuckles and caps, actually. Maybe it's just time melting. Probably time melting, especially with caps. It makes them last 5 seconds, I believe, and makes knuckles better. Yeah, Sauce, I'm agreeing with you. 2 caps? Yeah, I just think it's a strange amount of caps for round 10. I actually don't think it's all that great that early. They are approaching the part where it is good. Stop giving me these. Oh, wait, we got this. Do I ever get rid of my spear? It's kind of like really chonky. And I just want to buy both of these. Kind of makes space. It's not the weapons I want to see. But it is probably nerfing me a tiny bit. Hey, Jesse! You didn't have to do that, which is also why I really appreciate it. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, the spear is free. I mean, I don't want to think of it as in it was free or not free. It's probably a bit of a loss in tempo for arts, because like we're losing some plus damage, but we're achieving our more late game goals here. We're looking for common stuff. Honestly, I just want a gem box or maybe some kind of econ. I'd like common weapons, cap upgrade, right? Maybe cap upgrade's a little less important. Do I care about this? Maybe not enough. We are zerging people down, right? But I do want like this early defense. We can overheal when we get early defense. Timer's a monster hunter. Enjoy. Bang out sauce play. Hey, that guy's got to get a second monitor, okay? Chain whip. We don't care about chain whip, so that's very nice. Very good for us. We don't care about chain whip. Gloves. My gem box. Fill our crotch hole. I don't hate this. It's early defense. I think especially now that I have time melting, I'm very interested in these gloves. It's stunning defense. I could put something on the other end if I can trim off this. I just need to find places to put said things. I wonder if we get rid of the claws. Ever? And by ever, I mean now-ish. Gambling time. Why doesn't this light things on fire, by the way? How many calls customer support happen on OnlyFans on OnlyFans? You think they'd have some rigorous processes or something? Do I even want armor? Again, I see how it is. I mean, maybe I get like hero pots and I use them just for some empower or something. I don't have anywhere to put that, and I can regret it later. Caps would be nice. I would grab another whetstone and maybe a broom. Their demonic pot's not upgraded. Whew, too close for comfort. More things here. How much do I want to pay attention to the fact that Claus is taking our stuffs? Our staminas. Do we want to make a crook? I kind of want to make a crook. And then Saltine brought it up. If I speed up my villain sword enough, which I'm not finding very many weapons, makes me wish I had my spear back. I probably do want to put the villain sword in some pantalones of sorts. Which is making my head hurt right to now. Targets, yeah, I know. Lozerth is sweating. It's fine, man. We still got 6 rounds. And again, villain sword fall, I'm not finding stuff for it. I do kind of want to make a crook. Okay, if it's free, I'll buy a ripsaw. I don't know. Will I buy a ripsaw? It's a big. It's still 5 gold thing that a pan can accomplish for 4 gold and more space. Hope I didn't screw anything up. Katana. Oh, I could have made katana. Oh, or run into this. Kill him before that happens. Yeah. Nope, not yeah. We're alive. Oh. Okay, where's stamina things, and does it show you based off of... I need so many more weapons around this, but I've just been kind of broke the whole game. Stamina. Used. Activations. Villain sword ran out once. Claws never ran out. Interesting. Okay, Calixis. Heart you too. This is great. Good luck. Hey, is the new Monster Hunter game good? I actually haven't heard anything, you know, from people not actively playing it. Other than it's poorly optimized. Maybe I just need to buy things like those spears. Hey, I just bought this to cover my butt. This is my turn? Not smile? Where's my crook? I'm highly tempted to put the villain sword in the pants. I don't know, I haven't liked these past 2 turns, and I'm just waiting to run into someone that kills us. Oh, I could have bought it! I could have sold this! I forgot I have the stupid potion! Ah, 1 HP? 1 HP? Told you. We just had too many bad turns for a while. Just too many not good turns for a while. Stone boots, since I'm making a crook and probably don't have the biggest concerns. I mean, do I even care anymore? We didn't go perfect. One thing that we can argue is I can make the regular boots now. Oh, I can make these now. Oh, and false life can go on. Not really. I wonder if there was something I could have done to make up that 1 HP difference. Probably. You probably barely got any points. Now we get to see more shielded boards. It was so close. What went wrong? Maybe I should have looked at stamina and I just didn't want to. Okay. Yeah, I've gotten distracted. Again, we're a Berserker. We just want to tech against a bunch of stuff. We're making a crook because crook is great tech. Even though it is -1 weapon, we're not seeing common weapons that I want, which is unfortunate. This is definitely going to proc before I can kill them, so we'll see how that goes. If anything, it kind of procced early. But I think the villain sword does pretty good. Actually, if anything, I should put the hero longsword probably next to the daggers instead, because those might actually go off. And then this can maybe go here. Divine boots could be more tech, but again, I have, like, except for poison, which I don't think I'm too worried about. Not so sure I care. Well, we could just have a giant collection of boots. Who doesn't like a giant collection of boots? Ideally, I'm finding caps, right? They get bonus from time melting. We got a paid actor. Yeah, when you're at high winds, you usually do get a bunch of paid actors. For whatever reason, the game has trouble, I think, matching you with things. I guess I can get +2 damage on the villain's sword if I try hard enough. Problem is, it would be so much easier on the other side, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter that much. Cap. Purple cap, wooden sword. Again, I'm still hesitant on these claws. I think the purple cap's better later, even if it's not great now. I don't know. I'm going to get that on the villain sword, so we'll just leave it. Time melting works on stone shoes. Let's get that up there. A lot of time melting value. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot. I mean, stone shoes last so long, I don't think it necessarily needs it. My villain sword is very not happy. Paid actor. I'll buy this for free. You could argue rapiers. Nah, I don't want things stealing stamina. More dagger, which technically doesn't go along the whole stealing stamina shtick. Or things that aren't stealing stamina. It's fine. What's the worst that could happen? Can I get multiple things on here? Kind of tricky. Definitely don't make eggs. More gloves. I'm torn between putting... I think the villain sword goes in the pants, right? What do you guys think about the villain sword going in? The villain sword took your lunch money? Hey, bud, are you doing things? Hero potion? It's free. It's 1 in power. It gets us a swing from something. I'm not attached to it, though. Like, I'll probably sell it for this pan. Which raises questions. maybe we do need to go back to the reference image. We're gonna buy it. I could also just get rid of claws. Crook doesn't, I mean, the 2 damage is something, but on things that don't swing much. I think one more thing and I just replace claws. And again, I could put this here, but in theory, is that even getting me more weapon slots? It's just 1 weapon slot here and looks like here. Crooked. Hey Dave, how's it going? It's fighting you? Yeah, just hey, sometimes you gotta walk away. I wonder if Prom the Prophet, I think this is one of the games where this is one of Prom's original prophets. I have 2 purple caps, so we're fine, right? Let's look at stamina. If my villain sword's honking, I want to change things. Because they don't have shields, right? They do have a fanfare, but the daggers aren't affecting this. Okay, claws honked. Villain sword didn't. If I do get rid of this, I think we try to put this in pants and it'll do more damage. Thinking. Okay, so let's ditch claws. Again, the reason I'm getting rid of claws is because it's low stamina cost. And the idea is that I never have stamina to use anything except the 0.31. Well, it is like technically in power and all that jazz. Anything else I want? Another broom. Can't really fit it with the way I have gloves. It's a pretty happy villain sword now. Shield is tech. Orb. Super late pig. Roll for 2 gold. Maybe get gems. Maybe I should have been getting gems. Pan. Where can pan go? Problem is, like, I don't want anything here. I would buy that, I guess. If it was a turn earlier, I could have combined that and been happy. Some cleanse, even though I'm not super worried about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hopefully we don't lose my 1 HP. To the same build that beat us before. This time we have a crook. This time we've come prepared. He does have a shield. We'll see how much this honks. I did put in pants, which slows it down. Yeah, not even close this time. I was going to look at the damage difference, but it's hard to tell. We come prepared this time. 64.8. Pretty good. Activations. Not see that. Everything's out of stamina, but not villain sword. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Crook coming in clutch. Glad we made it. You could argue I shouldn't have made the hero longsword and just went for Crook. But again, I want to increase the stamina. Another cap. But I don't know where to put it. I can't really move this. I mean, do I need another cap? No. What else am I going to buy, though? Gems. The correct answer is gems. Oh, snowballs. I like snowballs full price. It's teching against something that we aren't teching against right now, which is max HP. Yeah, I think Crook's great for this. And it's like, you don't, you know, the biggest problem with Crook, right? It's so good late game. Everything about its stats other than +2 damage is like crazy late game. But you often can't make it. You know, you don't have that turn where I can just play a whetstone and a broom, and one of them was probably sitting in my stash doing nothing forever. And, right, so you just don't get a chance. But with Villain Sword, I don't care. I can just put it wherever. So I think that's nice. Just buy this. Again, teching against something that we weren't previously teching against. This is my board. Somewhat smile. Bird. I don't hate bird, but I don't know what I want to sell. And I don't want to think about it because we won, if we're being honest. Oh, boy. You're more of a boo man, but you do like the occasional butt. You see it, but you're not telling a filthy Berserker. Yeah, look at the Crook coming in hot. I can't believe we lost one game, and it was by 1 HP. Hey, Dragatail, how's it going? How's it going? Some kind of XP every time the opponent runs out of stamina. Again, I think the Berserker Villain Sword is playable. I think, first of all, you almost always buy Villain Sword before subclass item. It just carries you. And then you find a way to... Cat. Oh, cats would have been good. Cats would have been good. Very true. Cats would have been great here. But I think if I can get uniquely unique, I think this would go really hard. Yeah, one loss. I do think if I could have done anything. But I think with the Knuckles, it kind of works. This is basically like an extra weapon for it. The gloves are a lot of speed, especially with pants. I don't know if I'd like it as much in duffel bag. You once had an early Crookstar with 2 bag of stones. That's nice, Vinny. Yeah, what is this bag until you see Villain Sword, right? Just a bunch of random pans and stuff. But pans are like the dream weapon, I think, for Villain Swords. I think Time Melting's super, super strong. Like, our HP's at 780, by the way, because we have 3 caps and false life. And yeah, you just get to do the Berserker thing, where you just have like a very simple build, and then you just tech. So, nice little Villain Sword carry. If we weren't playing Villain Sword, I was going to go into this HLS, which on one hand, though, it's kind of lucky we didn't, because, like, I couldn't find the whetstones. And daggers. Ooh. I do think it can be a late game guild, apparently.